When you're experiencing anxiety and your chest is tightening up and your eyes become light sensitive and you've got eye floaters and racing anxious thoughts and you have this sense of impending doom and your heart is pounding, it's so easy to believe that you're broken. I remember I literally would just sit and look out at the sky and I would have all these eye floaters dancing around and I would have these static dots that would pop into my vision and black dots, and I had severe light sensitivity. And I would just sit there and I was like, I literally am going crazy. I'm broken. There's something wrong with me. Or maybe I was having a panic attack. There was a time that I was having literally 20 panic attacks a day. I couldn't watch TV without having a panic attack. I couldn't mow the grass without having a panic attack. I could not do anything without going into a panic attack. My heart would be pounding out of my chest. I would literally just be standing there in my house and my heart was pounding as if I had just ran 20 miles. And because I didn't know why my anxiety was happening, I just assumed, I used deductive reasoning, there must be something broken with my brain. But here's what you need to know. Anxiety is just like a check engine light on a car. It is your body signaling to you that there are things happening that we need to deal with that are making your nervous system think that there's danger. And even though the symptoms of anxiety are absolutely terrifying, they are not the root issue. Imagine if you had a check engine light on a car and instead of taking it to the mechanic to see what's going on underneath the hood, whether it's the engine or the spark plugs or the transmission or this thing or that, you just sat and focused on the check engine light and you were trying to get rid of the check engine light. The check engine light is appropriate whenever there's issues underneath the hood. And likewise, it is actually biologically correct for your body and nervous system to be producing these symptoms whenever your brain is perceiving threat. But that is the question that's going to lead us to dealing with the root of this. Why does your brain think that there's danger, which is causing your body to go into this threat response, a fight or flight response, when there is no danger? And here's what you need to know. There are a lot of layers to this as to why your body is going into fight or flight response whenever there's not actually any danger. And recovery requires a multi-layered approach, meaning there are all kinds of things happening in your body, especially tension, adrenaline, and emotion that we need to release, things happening in your life that we need to change, especially getting co-regulation because people that are multi-layered. I would love to tell you that there's just one thing that's going to fix this, but it's going to take doing a lot of things that are going to communicate to your nervous system that you're safe over and over. And because of something called neuroplasticity, our brain will eventually rewire and you will go from fight or flight response back into something called your social engagement system, which is where you feel calm and normal. But you can't even begin to do this if you think that these symptoms are representative that you're broken and you're spending all your time trying to get rid of symptoms that are actually biologically correct for the state of your nervous system. You're not broken. Your body is just preparing for danger whenever there is no danger, which is why we need to focus on showing your nervous system and body that you're safe.